There is a new type of interview called the behavioral interview. The reason for this is to probe the inner psyche of the accounting recruit, to determine whether they fit in the firm ensemble, or in a couple of years will be found on top of a water tower with an AK-47 shooting at the police.
Give us an example of your participation in the group dynamic. Would you characterize yourself as a leader? If so, what problems did you face and how did you overcome them? And in doing so, did you alienate any of the other members of the group? If so, how did you attempt to resolve the situation? Furthermore, did you unconsciously assume the role of leadership, or as Shakespeare said, was it thrust upon you? And if so, did you supplant another's authority? Moreover, when you concluded this group dynamic, did you actually successfully conclude the project, or did you secretly feel that more could be done, but the others were a limit of their patience? And if so, were you prepared to take on the role necessary to complete the task rather than delegate to others who did not appear eager to rise to the occasion?
Yes, absolutely.
There were other behavioral interviews.
On your world, we've noticed from time to time on that transmission receiver that is found in most homes.
You mean a television set?
Apparently. We've noticed an instance where a resident of your world has found an equine with the power of speech.
Mr. X?
Apparently. We're also aware that this species does not actually possess this characteristic. In your community, would it be necessary to explain this aberration by assuming the role of leader? And in doing so...
And then came the waiting period to decide which firms would make offers to which students. And then came the time the students would have to weigh those decisions. But with the coming of the alien recruiters, those decisions became much harder, almost an annoyance.
Charge of my heart, I'm in love with Charles in charge.
6:05 Eastern, weekdays on TBS.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailor.
Hello.
Hi, Paul. It's Al.
How you doing, Al?
Doing well. Have you made your decision yet?
I'm kind of busy right now. Can I get back to you?
Well, I know that you have a lot to think about with finals and all. Is there anything I can do?
I think I'm doing all right. I'm going to think about it a little more and work on it. And
Okay, well, I know you've got that long paper due in a couple of days, and it's almost exactly like the one I wrote for my senior thesis at Duke University. Yeah, I could just messenger it over along with anything else you might need, like some number 2 pencils, maybe some candy.
Can I get back to you, Al?
Well,
Would that be all right?
Send it over, maybe along with an employment contract. Would that help?
Yeah, let me give you a call back, all right?
Okay.
And that's not even the half of it.
Yes. Oh, God, there's the phone. Hello?
Hi, Sean, it's Al. Listen, have you made your decision yet?
No.
I know that protection and your future employment are the last thing on your mind, but hey, listen, I have some condoms right here.
No,
Maybe I could just messenger them over to you, right?
No one could escape it.
Hello? She's a little busy at the moment, but hold on one second.
What?
Even those on top were laying down the rules as to how to attract the best people to the firm.
Charlie, I want to speak to you a few minutes about the recruiting program. As you know, this whole recruiting program is getting totally out of hand. Some of our competitors are taking students out to nice restaurants, to Disneyland, to a lot of places. The costs are out of control. The time frame it takes to hire people is out of control. I don't want you to hire any students that are going to fall for these cheap seductions. I want them to come to our firm because they'll work for the best firm. You really have to get a grip on this whole situation. You've got to find some way to minimize the cost of recruiting and to maximize the results of recruiting. And I'm going to leave it to your creativity to figure out how to do this.
Sure, you're going to call me in 2 weeks. Okay, bye-bye. Next. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have a seat.
I'm not sure why we're meeting here. I like your firm, but I still have several other interviews and several other offers that I'm entertaining at this time. Frankly, I'm flattered by your interest, but I think it's best for me to proceed cautiously.
Look, tell you what I'm going to do. The job starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
I'm there.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thank you.
Next.
I'm not quite sure why we're meeting here, but I do like your firm.
Have a seat and we'll talk about it.
There were other ways to get into firms. The alien recruiters would allow some students in their junior year to accept an internship position. My cousin, Shay, named after the stadium where she was conceived by a shortstop in the ball girl, fell for this insidious plot.
I kicked in his door at 5 a.m. I come on my bike, I told a repo man, my 920's gonna take me far today. You can travel for miles and never leave LA. I've come a long way, I've come a long way. I've gone 500 miles today. I've come a long way, I've come a long way, and never even left LA. Drive by the plaza where the gay boys pose, stand in the windows wearing no clothes. I heard the screams of the dying darks through the sweet green icing of MacArthur Park, and then I crossed the river into East LA. Pescado mojado me encontré, and I'm giving up on rock and roll, and I'm saving up for norteño. The river she runs by the railroad tracks, I swear I'll never take it back. A train she cries on the midnight hours, all along the watchtower. I've come a long way, I've come a long way. I've gone 500 miles today. I've come a long way, I've come a long way, and never even left LA.
So, how did you like the internship?
It was incredible. I don't think I could have possibly imagined how much fun I was going to have this summer. It was
Great,
incredible.
great. Well, I want you to know that I'm prepared to offer you a full-time position today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, I have the contract here. Would you like to just go ahead and sign it?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, when would you like to start?
I'd start this minute if I could.
Great. That's what I hoped you'd say.
I'm so excited.
Aren't you done with that stack yet?
I just started. What happened to the parties? The fun?
That was when you were an intern.
No!